Hi everyone, welcome again to Unfiltered Investments. So today's episode is going to be different. We don't have a full-blown podcast, but instead a short interview with someone who got rejected at Princeton for PhD because he wanted to become a teacher. He then went on to become a banker, and he was someone who had a weak English to a point where he scored 28 out of 100 in his English exam, to now being an author of a book called Small Actions. Please welcome Mr. Erickson.
Hi, Eric. Thank you so much for coming here all the way from Singapore. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure we're going to learn so much today. I know we have a time crunch, so I'm going to ask you 7 questions,
Sure.
and we can quickly answer as much as possible.
Mm.
So, just to begin with, I think your USP is the fact that you failed or rejected to get into PhD. Then you went on to become a banker,
Yeah.
and now you have your own book
Yeah.
and you have your institute.
Yeah.
So if you could just tell me which of the transition was most difficult for you and which part do you enjoy the most today?
The most difficult must be from UBS MD, then coming out on my own, trying to be a trainer, speaker. Because when I was in UBS, whenever I give out business card, people understand UBS MD, what it means,
Yeah.
right? Even they don't know what it means, they know UBS.
Yeah, true.
But now when I give my business card, the orange one, which says Institute of Life, Chief Trainer, people start asking, what is Institute of Life? What do you train? I have to explain. And it made me feel very worthless,
Okay.
very small. Right? Previously, I was negotiating millions, sometimes billions dollar transaction. Now I'm talking about few $1,000 each time. So was tough. I think it also helped me realize that when we work for a big corporates, we are relying on the big brands behind us. We are not as good as we think.
True, I agree. This is very deep. So if let's say now that you explain to people, right, what you do at Institute of Life, so what exactly is it that you do?
So I'm really a teacher.
Okay.
So you see, I teach in the universities. I speak. Also, I'm sharing. My book is my reference book for my course
Okay.
in the university.
Okay.
And so that is part of a teaching material. And I also coach. So if you look at it, it's just teaching in a different scale.
Yeah.
Coaching is one-to-one, right? If I teach in a university, maybe 100 people. If I speak in a big event, online, offline, could be 1,000 people. Then my book reach 100,000 people.
Yeah, true.
My LinkedIn online content, which you have seen, that reach 1 million people.
Yeah, true.
So different scale, but all is related to me being a teacher.
So when did you think that you want to leave UBS and become a teacher? That too by yourself without having someone to back you?
I always wanted to be a teacher. Like in 2005, just now you already introduced me. I was rejected by Princeton PhD. So at that time, 20 years ago, I wanted to be a professor. But of course, I didn't get into any PhD program, so I continued in banking. So I was teaching on the side. I was giving lecture on financial engineering, on investment banking. I teach a couple of times a year. Then when I left, then I teach more now. So this teaching has always been on the back of my mind at the beginning, but later on, I was holding 2 jobs. One was banker in UBS. The other one was an adjunct associate professor at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology.
Wow, that is amazing. It's a very strong leap that you've taken. But I have gone through your LinkedIn posts, and since you're very active,
Yeah.
I think something that you talk about a lot is not having just one identity, but multiple identities.
Yes.
Now, this is the first time that I've heard someone mention this. So, what do you mean by that, and why do you think this is a very big value add on someone's profile?
Because you see, we have many talent or interests that needs to be discussed. Sorry, we have many interests that we need to discover and develop. Interest could be writing, speaking. You may not know you have those interests. You may not be good at it. I was not good in speaking, not good in writing, but they can be developed. So if you work in a corporate, you only develop a small part of you. Let's say you are in banking, then it's finance, investment banking, maybe is merger and acquisition, or in research. But how about other interests or talent that you may have? Could be singing, dancing, doing podcasts, speaking, fashion, so many things.
Yeah.
So by going into different identities, you then can develop those. And if you never try, then you never know that you are good at it.
True. So, like before I started the podcast, it took me almost a year, like I told you, right? So I met you last year, and I told you that I want to do it, and I'm
Yeah.
very glad that I meet you here today and I'm
Yeah.
doing this. But when I was starting out, right, I was scared that if I kind of put out my other identity, that is not just my work, it won't be appreciated the right way. Because when someone is looking at your LinkedIn, they only look at it for work purposes or your career professional purposes. No one really gets to know you as a person besides that.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that being appreciated. So have you seen that changing? Do you see that it really adds a big value or traction to your profile?
Because in the career world, you need to stand out. So don't just be a finance professional. Be a finance professional who does podcasts,
True.
who write a book. So you will be different from other finance professionals, and that makes you more interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So when you coach professionals at Institute of Life, what are some of the biggest blind spots that you see people have that you try to probably help them with?
One of the blind spot is sometimes people think too short term. They may want to get something out of another person, so they will go treat the person nice, then very quickly ask for the favor. This will not get the person very far, because the people that you want to get to usually are busy, usually are already successful, so they can see through you.
True.
So I would say play the longer term. You know, for me, I do it 10 years. I want something from this person, 10 years later, I do it today. That means I want it today, I will have done 10 years ago.
Wow.
So you can see like the books that I sold, or people coming to get me to sign. Those are relationships that I built 10, 20 years ago. Those are my colleagues when we were all junior together. Now I have my book, they say, okay, I'll buy 50, 100 copies for my company. Of course, at that time, 10, 20 years ago, I wouldn't know that I'm going to publish a book.
True.
So in general, just treat people nice. Stay close to people who are inspiring. And because for me, I came from a family without connection. You know, my father was selling prawn noodles in Singapore hawker center. I failed so many subjects in school, and I can reach the current state where by the society standard that I'm so-called successful. So when I see people who are not doing well today, I also think that they can be successful. So if you assume that people are going to be very successful in 5, 10, 20 years' time, naturally you treat them well.
Yeah, that's true. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So when you talk about small actions in your book, what exactly are those small actions, and why is it so important to think about it today for 10 years down the lane?
Yeah, small action makes it easy for you to connect with people. If you want to write a book, don't think about writing a book. Write one LinkedIn article. If you write one article every week, by the end of the year, by the end of 1 year, you would have 52 articles, which is enough to make into a book, right?
Yeah.
And also, when you build relationship with people, there's no need to go all in. Sometimes people will feel that you have agenda. Treat people nicely, buy a coffee this time round, engage with their post the next time round, buy their book, or send a message to maintain that relationship. So a lot of things can be done by taking small action consistently over time. That is much more sustainable, and also you're likely to see very big result. Just that you may not see immediately, and it's not linear.
Yeah,
You could be
true.
taking small action over 1 or 2 years, then
Yeah.
suddenly the result will
Yeah,
come.
true. So, like, let's say this is, I think, something a lot of people struggle with, including me. It's very difficult for me to make the first step in terms of making a relationship, right? Once you're comfortable with the person, then it's easy, you just have to catch up,
Yeah.
meet here and there. So, how can we make take the first step in a much more easy manner that doesn't make us nervous?
Yeah. So number one is to have 1 or 2 skills that are useful to people.
Okay.
You can take video, you can do podcast, take photo, you can write, or you can analyze, use Excel. All these are good skills, and you see who may be able to use some of these skills. So those are the
Okay.
people that you can reach out to. So instead of reaching out to difficult people, you can see who are the people who you generally like and can make use of your skills. Yeah, you don't have to reach all the 100 people that you want. You can find if you go and make a contact. If 10 people kind of have some chemistry with you, then that is good enough.
True. Then I think the topic of the town right now is the AI.
Yeah.
Right? How do you think AI is changing the investing or finance landscape altogether?
Yeah. So with AI, financial institution will be able to analyze data. They have huge amount of data.
Okay.
Banks have your credit card transaction, your banking transaction. So they will be able to personalize their service to customer. Now only the super rich or the super big companies get attention.
Yeah, true.
The medium size, the smaller companies or smaller consumer customers, they don't get service. You call the hotline for 30 minutes, you're still put on hold.
Yeah, true.
Right? They can afford to do that, but I think with AI, some banks will then say that, okay, let us automate. We understand customer better. If you want to give something to a customer to build that relationship, let's use AI and see what he likes based on the credit card transaction, not just giving a standard. Like for me, a bank offers me a birthday cake every year. For last 10 years, I never took.
Yeah.
I never took the cake.
This, yeah.
So why don't they check what I like and give me something that is useful, of the same value? I'm not asking for something more. Could be a travel tag. I travel.
Yeah.
Maybe a small tag for me to tag with my name, or a notebook with my name on it. That shouldn't be very costly to make.
Yeah, I'll make sure I tag all the banks and tell them this is what Eric needs. Make sure you get this to them every year.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So that's one. Number two is creativity. We need to be more creative if you want to work for the bank. Because with AI, people are getting less creative.
Yeah, true.
They are writing the same style on LinkedIn, on email.
True.
And if you remember those AI pictures, when they first came out, we are wowed by them.
Yeah.
Now when you look at it, you just skip. Because once it's created by AI.
Yeah.
So same for banks. If let's say you approach a customer, you need creative solution because every customer is different, and you may not be able to use AI for that. You can have a personalized approach, whereas the solution still need creativity.
Okay.
So we need people to come out with different ideas, different solutions. Third would be for financial institution, they may be looking to hire people who are combo specialists.
True.
Because every 2-3 years, they may need to reorg the department.
True.
Because of technology, some department may be closed down or reduced in size. So those people who can transfer themselves, agile enough, with good transferable skills, can then be transferred to another department. So for those with only technical skills and very specialized, once the technology get disrupted, they'll be out of job.
Yeah, true.
So we need people who are agile, flexible, and able to combine 2 or 3 fields together.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. Thank you for taking the time once again. If you were to give one advice to someone who's looking to start something of their own, what would that be?
Start something of their own.
Yeah.
I would say reach out to 2 people, build social capital. Because a lot of people do not know what they want to start. They want to start something, but no idea yet. If you build social capital, means you're treating people well, buying coffee, helping people, then you got this network of people. Number 1, through this network, you can see what are people coming to you for.
Interesting.
Then from there, maybe that is the area that you want to start. Number 2 is, if you decide to start on something, this group of people can be your first 100 customers
True.
to buy whatever you want to produce or the service that you want to offer. The first 100 is the most difficult.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so these people can help you have a good start.
Interesting. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
for
hope
having
you
me.
really enjoyed it. Yes. Hopefully next time we're going to have a bigger show with you.
Yes.
An entire 1 hour.
Yes.
And we'll have a lot of conversation. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Unfiltered Investments with me, Damini Mulchandani. I hope you enjoyed this conversation and learned something new about the world of investing. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who'd love to learn more about finance. The views shared in this podcast are personal opinions for educational purposes only and do not constitute financial advice. Please consult a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.